Good morning, everyone. Marla Copal, your success guide. And today I want to talk about the marketing that we get to do. And there's two terms that are being floated around in the world of marketing called engagement and spamming. And so I'm speaking of one specific social media platform, which is Facebook. So for years, I have coached and trained sales and network marketers in success. And what's always fascinating is when I've signed anyone up in any of the businesses that I was choosing to do as a side hustle, the first words out of their mouth were they'd sign the bottom line, they'd get excited, and they'd go, "I don't know how to sell." And it's like, we should have maybe had that conversation before. But now that we're having it, let's go about what have you done in the past, what worked, what can you repeat, and if you didn't have success and that's why you're starting again, then let's look at what didn't work and let's look at how to tune that up. And then came COVID, and then came, oh my gosh, if I don't do it online, I can't do it at all, because trade shows are gone and health shows are gone, and everybody and their mother and brother is having an online party. Good morning, whoever's on there. You can comment. Just what you want to do is go out to StreamYard and give them permission, and I will see your comments and we can play together. So what is fascinating now is people are going out and coaching and telling everyone to interface in a variety of groups in which people have common interests. So let me explain. There are some business people out there who have created groups so that they can continuously offer good information and a social experience, two things, so that they can promote their business. But some of these groups have 400 and 500,000 people in them. So when you get to those larger groups, other people like myself, we're coaching you to go out there and to build your own connections. Now, we're not going in and saying take over all 5,000 of their people. We're not saying go out there and just take a shotgun and splat all your information out there and see if you get lucky, just like you're in Las Vegas. No, we're teaching you how to engage. And if you were awkward at a birthday party at your neighbor's house to meet new people, you'll be just as awkward on Facebook. If you haven't learned the art of small talk, then it will be hard to transfer and engage online. Just because it's on a computer versus in person, there is no difference in the skill that you need. And that is the art of small talk, building a relationship, or engaging to build a relationship. So it doesn't happen overnight. So I've had a lot of people taking my training, and they seem to consistently come up with the question, but that's that person's page. Well, we're not telling you to go in there and advertise. So let me give you an example. The other day, I went out and I was engaging. So it's not my space. I'm not the host. So I treat it like I'm at somebody's party. I got invited to a birthday party. There's coworkers there. There's neighbors there. There's my friend's family is there. So how do I talk to these people that I don't know? Well, I'm just normal. I ask them, how do they spend most of their time? I ask them open-ended questions. I just walk around and listen to groups. And if there is a conversation with which I might be able to give some added value, I might wait until this group of 3 people who are huddled together kind of open up and allow me in. So these are all things and processes that we know as human beings to do when we're in the space of other people. So now we're in somebody else's house, their group, we're in their space, but they have invited us in. So we treat it just like our neighbor's party. We go ahead and we go out there and we participate in posts, we give answers and responses, and we see who do we have a common relationship with, or who's doing something as exciting as going on a trip to New Zealand, and oh my gosh, you're going to New Zealand next year. or who's taking their family camping and you love camping. So it's okay for that post to go off. Wow, your camping adventures sound really exciting. I love that. And here's where we're going this year. What's your next trip? You have engaged. You have built a form of rapport based on camping. It has nothing to do with your product. Now, here's how you blow it. Here's how you just absolutely blow it. The person sharing their camping trip, and you go out there and go, oh, my company has tents and da-da-da and stoves and you're marketing. Marketing isn't relationship. That's spamming. And if what you do, you also post your website link, oh my gosh, you really messed up. You are a master spammer, not a master relationship builder. So I'm not picking on you. I just want you to be aware, because I have a feeling that a lot of people burn up their family connections, they burn up their friend connections, and they just go out and go, oh, look at all these people on this street called Facebook. Let's just go tap on each one of them. Now, I'll bet you none of you listening to this would go out there and tap every stranger on the street and say, do you know what I have? Do you know what I have? Do you know what I have? It's just not going to happen that way, because the world doesn't work that way. So remember, part of network marketing, part of a small business marketing is to have some grace, have some finesse, create that engagement first. But don't feel like so if you know how your kids come into the house with muddy feet? Well, if you go into somebody else's group and you start spamming, you just brought your muddy feet through their house. But if you go there with the grace of knowing you were invited in and treating it like, hey, I want to see what this party's all about, and you participate and you post. So the other day, I posted, and it's just an open-ended question, because I just wanted to see, will people respond and what's going on? So I've done this twice. So first of all, I posted one post. I said, what do you train when you bring on a new network marketer? And I pretty consistently got 3 answers. I train them the product, the back office, and the script. Whoa. Where is relationship and engagement in any of those 3? So now you have a person loaded up with knowledge, and no ability to relate. I play with relationship first. We go to this next. And the relationship starts in multiple ways. You have to have a relationship with the product. What did it do for you? What problems did it solve? And then you go to the next conversation. So you can't get to those types of conversations right away on a Facebook profile, but you do engage, and then people you set up. There's another process for setting that up, but you're not stealing anybody's people. Because if they hadn't engaged with that person, there was something that person left off the table, but now they've connected with you, just like they would at a party where you then set up a coffee to go have coffee, or you set up a time to go have lunch. So anybody who's been talking to me recently about how uncomfortable they are going into somebody else's house, meaning the group, if you're not direct soliciting in that group, you're a good guest. If you're talking to people to see and learn more about them and decide if you have something in common, you're still a good guest. And if you end up having them offer to talk to you offline, you still have been a good guest. You are not stealing anything. But if you're going in there and spamming, it's like bright as day, you're the robber that just walked in the bank, and oh, by the way, I want you to know I have this. And let me just tell you, you just turned that person off that you shared the spam with, and you just turned your group host off. So get some coaching. And if I can help you, I'd be delighted to. I have 15-minute discovery calls so that we can see how can we turn the corner for you to engage versus spam. And remember, you're invited to somebody's house where you're on a Facebook group, so treat it like you just got invited to your neighbor's party, and you'll do fine. Don't be worried about spamming. Spamming is when all you can do is spout your script, post your website, post your products, and you hope somebody bites it. How are y'all doing with that? It's probably not effective. So I'll post my link for my discovery calls, and then I will post my Facebook page so that you all know where you can come into an online study group and learn more about how to engage and not spam and build your online business with some pretty successful steps. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.